So before we hop into this list of 8 things that will be beneficial and help you out during these tougher times, especially my people who live on their own, or just in general, people who really are going through it right now. So seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, is a mood disorder that's often characterized by sleepiness, fatigue, sluggishness, feelings of anxiety, feelings of depression, and it's onset by the sun setting sooner, the temperature dropping, and just colder months in general. So this is something that is typically happening between autumn and winter, sometimes into early spring, just as people are coming back out of it. And so let's see. The number one thing that's gonna get you through this is actually something that's a little tough right now, and that is social connection. Typically, during the holidays, we see our family, we have big festive things that go on to kind of offset these feelings that we're feeling during this time. And with quarantine, I understand how much of a hassle that is for a lot of people. So instead, I would say you can try these few things. And of course, me being me, I did plenty of research for you guys so I can have some actual factuals. And I can't make the pandemic disappear, but I'm really hoping that this will help someone the same way that it's helped me throughout the years to get through these times. So number one is going to be sunlight. Obviously, this plays a huge factor in seasonal affective disorder. So if you can, shoot for like 30 minutes of sunlight every day. Direct sunlight onto your skin is optimal. That is the best way. Whether it's just sitting outside enjoying the weather if it isn't freezing cold where you live, or going for a walk, because exercise is something else that is super helpful during this. Let's see. If you need to, feel free to break those 30 minutes up into smaller sections if you have to. So 2 15-minute breaks, 3 10-minute breaks, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one before it gets dark. You don't have to necessarily be in the sun for 30 minutes straight, but your goal is to try to get that much time allotted into one day for yourself. Let's see. For my people on the East Coast, some parts of down south, or just other countries in general, if you're catching this, if sunlight is not something that you have much access to throughout the day, or you're working throughout the day, something's happening to where you're not able to get out as much, I highly recommend sun or therapy lamps. You can find them online for as low as $15, and the prices range upwards. Just be sure to read any reviews that you can on the products so you know how other people feel about it before you jump in. Let's see. Oh, also, if you don't have the funds or the means, whatever, to get a sun or therapy lamp, try adding additional light to your living space. So whether it's just an additional lamp, the little fairy lights that people hang up around their room, something of that nature. Just try to add more light to your life. That's so cute. Just in general, and see how much of a benefit that is to you. That is my number one thing. Number 2, vitamin D. Oh my goodness. If you're not getting it from the sun, even if you are getting it from the sun, go ahead and add a supplement to your diet. Gummies, pills, whatever. Do a little bit more research, see which one is best for you. I personally take D3 daily, so I can have that already added to my system before it gets too crazy. Sun's already been setting earlier, so I don't want anything that's too bad kicking in before I have a chance to start being preventative. Let's see. Number 3, exercise. So this goes back to that walk in the morning or just when the sunlight hours are out. I do recommend, if you can get out, go ahead and do so. Please be super safe, wearing your mask, whatever other PPE, maintaining social distance, not being in large crowds. The normal quarantine COVID things. And also on top of that, there are quite a few options that you can add if you're just inside all the time. So that's gonna, of course, include things like my favorite yoga, Pilates, dancing to your favorite songs that uplift your mood anyways. If you have a trainer, get some at-home workouts from them, or go to YouTube University. You know, they have some of everything. I don't care if you have to do calisthenics, Krav Maga, capoeira, Tai Chi, anything that's going to get you moving. Try to aim for 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week, I would say, every day if possible. Don't make it too strenuous. Definitely listen to your body. You don't want any injuries during this time. It's not going to help you feel any better. You don't want to push yourself too much, and you don't want to get burnt out. If you can, mix up your workouts or your activities. That way it's not stagnant. You're not getting too tired of it. You do have some months ahead of you. So try to find something new if you can, or ask a friend. Let's see what else. Ooh. Okay, so my favorite herbal supplements. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, that was so lame. So adding herbal supplements, a huge help. One that I personally advocate for because I've seen the benefits that it's added to my own life. And so with that, I have a list of herbs that I'm going to quickly go through. I have another page. It's called Philosopher's Stone Apothecary, where I'll be adding stuff throughout the week, just some basic benefits and usage of each of these herbs. I personally suffer from, well, deal with, it's not even suffering at this point, it's more manageable, but I do deal with depression, anxiety, and I have a mood disorder called PMDD that is like severe PMS, and it's often mistaken for bipolar because it's that wild. It's a little bit more manageable though. I can get into that in another video because I do want more women to be aware of this, since it does affect 1 in 20 to detrimental causes, but I digress. That is me going off to the side. So my list of herbs that are super helpful for lifting your mood, helping out with your immune system, they're going to be St. John's wort, Ginkgo biloba, mimosa, lemon balm, holy basil, frankincense, oats, including oat straw and milky oats, elderberry, echinacea, and there's one more. I think it's rhodiola. Yeah. So those are all super good. If you have some time, go ahead and look up those herbs. I'd highly recommend St. John and Ginkgo as great starters. And like I said, I'll add some more information on my other page just in case you aren't very familiar with these herbs. You'll have a little bit more information and starting ground before you can go and do your own research. Let's see, what else? Okay, so 3 more. Number 5, start building your immune system now. Like before we get into the winter months, before we even get into the depths of autumn, now is the best time to start building up your immune system. And that means drinking tons of water, more than you currently drink, more than you think is enough. You know, you can always tell by looking at your pee. I mean, let's just be honest. The clearer it is, the better it is. It's a great indicator of how much water you need to drink if you are dehydrated. And if you're not the biggest water fan, I do recommend trying teas, especially with some of those herbs I just mentioned, or even just adding like lemon, lime, something to your water just to give it a little more flavor so you can get more into your system. Let's see, along with building your immune system, you're also going to want to go to bed at a decent time. And you want proper rest. So not just that 4 to 5 hour mess that, you know, we usually get by on when we have things to do, but you'll want proper rest. And that varies for everyone. Typically somewhere between 6 and 8 hours. The more you can get, the better. The goal is to wake up feeling refreshed and like you're actually ready to go and you have energy for the day. Let's see. Minimize stress as much as you can. This goes back to doing some yoga, meditating, breath work. Really just learning how to control yourself within any situation, because the world is going to be the world no matter what happens. Like, we see that around us every day. Only thing you can control is yourself. So if you learn how to center yourself, align, ground, just have that inner peace within yourself, it's much easier to come back to that place when everything around you is kind of going to hell. Let's see. Oh, along with your immune system, clean up your diet a bit, you know? Try to take out some of that junk food that we've been hoarding or really digging into during quarantine, and start adding, I would say even more so than taking away all of that stuff, it's much easier to start adding the things that are beneficial while you're trying to remove the other stuff. So start adding more garlic, onions, root vegetables, fresh fruit, nuts, beans, dark leafy greens. Add all of that to your diet right now, like along with the water, along with the vitamin D, along with the herbs. Like, start building your regimen now so your body has time to get used to that and have it running through the system before you actually need it. I told you guys I had quite a bit. All right, number 6, and this goes back to what I said in the beginning: be social. You know, I personally struggle with this one because I tend to withdraw and isolate naturally when I am going through things, and so I have to kind of force myself to not do that and stay connected to people. Sometimes it's a drag on my energy, but it's so beneficial and it's so necessary, especially during these times, that you have a team of people, at least one person that you can speak to and express your feelings to, express the things you're going through, or even just talk to about happy things, good things, your favorite anime, I don't know. Anything that, you know, will get you connected to people, talk about it. Let's see. Oh yeah, so a little trick that I have to do for that, and you may find useful, is to actually schedule your time with people. So, as tedious and responsible as it seems, scheduling has been a huge help because I can kind of work my energy around when I need to pick it up and when I need to relax a bit before I plan on meeting with my friends. This also includes just, you know, giving yourself the opportunity to say, okay, I know I feel like X, but I'm going to do this anyways, because your mental is so much more important than just your feelings, you know. Feelings are great indicators. They're not dictators of what you have to do. So try to stick with the plans that you've set, not only for yourself, but for your friends, family, or whoever you're speaking to. Because more than likely they want to talk to you. They want to know how you're doing and that you're doing okay. Let's see. This also actually gives people the opportunity to see what's going on with you, to check in on you, and for you to do the same for others, for you to actually, you know, be there for others as well. I would say that sometimes, you know, you don't want to have these conversations, but even so, hop on the video if you can, or the call, and just tell the other person, hey, I'm really not feeling up to it today. Can we reschedule for X day or time? And if you are up to it, just let them, instead of even doing that, let them lead the conversation. Sometimes you just need other people to talk. You can add into it, but you just need a different kind of energy around, you know? So let people talk to you if that's what it is. And the way I see it is that talking to others is like a little glimmer of light in the darkness. So no matter how deep down in that darkness you are, like, light outshines it. So let other people be a light in your life if that's what it is, or you can be a light in their life. Why not be? Everybody be lights for everybody. All of the lights. We love it. Almost done. Number 7, therapy, talk therapy. If you can afford it, I do highly recommend you reach out to a professional just to help you get through these times. I personally advocate for therapy. Mental health is very important, which is why we're going over this. And though we have our friends and our family that we love to talk to and get advice from, sometimes we do need a licensed professional just to overcome some of our bigger issues. And this may be a time where you may want to consider that. And you can do virtual visits. There are apps such as Ginger, Talkspace, Shine. There are a few different things that you can use. I apologize. Shine is not a therapy app. It is great for motivation and daily kind of pickups, but it is not for therapy. Just check with your provider if you do have insurance currently to see what options are available. And for my people who maybe don't have insurance or don't have that as a covered benefit, people who don't want to pay, or people who just are not comfortable with speaking to a professional about what's going on, there are still other options, of course. You can Google local support groups. NAMI, N-A-M-I. It's a great resource located in many states. They often have support group meetings that you can attend for free. I also look up mental health events on Eventbrite, just so even if I'm not talking, I can get some more information and I can better understand maybe what's going on with me or somebody else or whatever. But just having that expression and that feeling of somebody gets it makes a huge difference. Last but not least, if you don't like either of those options and you don't want to speak with strangers, start a support group with your friends and family. You know, sometimes people just need someone else to step up and kind of facilitate and just really start that. So it can be you. And you don't have to talk about anything super deep. You can set up anonymous groups in Zoom where everyone uses a username that isn't their name. There are plenty of options. You can find Facebook groups. You can corral your social media friends, you know, people you may have never even met, but you connect with in some way. And just set up a weekly 30 minutes to an hour where everyone can hop on and just do a little check-in of how they're doing this week. I may start one for my friends now that I think about it, just because, like I said, I withdraw and isolate, so a lot of times I'm not abreast to whatever they're going through. They don't really know what's going on with me. Everyone thinks everything's okay. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So this is kind of just a little way for you to say, if I do need to get something off my chest this week, if I couldn't journal about it or speak to anyone else previously, this is going to be my weekly time slot that I can look forward to where I'm able to do this with people. Let's see. Oh, number 8 is actually like just an additional little thing that I like. So weighted blankets are the shit. Sorry, I don't know if this is gonna be kid friendly. I don't think I have any kids watching me anyway, so. Weighted blankets, great for people who have anxiety. It's kind of like a physical comfort, touch therapy type of thing without someone else touching you, I guess. You just have that extra added weight on your body. I do recommend Googling the benefits of it, see if it's something that you are interested in. And additionally, it'll probably help you get that proper rest that I was speaking about. So I think that is gonna be it for the day. Like I said, I'll add some more information about the herbs I mentioned on my other page. Philosopher's Stone Apothecary. I'll also link it somewhere on my page, I guess. But that's it. I hope this information was really helpful to you guys. I have to run to the store before they close. So if you have any questions or you want to talk about any of this, feel free to message me. I may not get back to you quickly, but I promise I will eventually. So I hope this information was super helpful. Pass it on to anyone who may benefit from it. And with that, I wish you guys a great evening. I love you all. For real, from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, rock on. Bye.